Good morning, my name is Derek Arrowood. I'm proud to be the superintendent at Hamilton Heights School Corporation. Today is Wednesday, January 13th, 2021. This is volume 63 of the monthly update, 5 things you need to know. Behind the camera is Rodney Freeman. He makes all the magic happen and things fly in and out. Today, he doesn't have to make anything fly out in this very first shot because Winston Churchill is looking over my shoulder. We are in the newly renovated Hamilton Heights High School. As you recall, we spent the entire fall semester with the high school being at the old middle school. In our last monthly update, for those of you who watch everyone, remember that monthly update was filmed in the old middle school, which is now the Student Activity Center. So now our construction focus shifts from this building to that building, and we'll be doing some demolition much later in the spring, like March. But that will be our Student Activity Center, and the gyms will stay there, and we'll still have some community meetings there, so we're really excited about that. But each hallway has graphics like this, and the building absolutely looks beautiful. It looks as good as it did the day it opened in 1993. Congratulations to Chris McCarty and Dory Hostetler for their hard work, and our staff for their flexibility of being able to move buildings in the year, and our students as well. So really excited about this. It's Wednesday, it's about 10 a.m. and you'll notice that there's nobody in the hallways. That's because we're still in the hybrid schedule, 5 through 12 at Hamilton Heights. Our middle school and high school come to school Monday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Friday. Wednesday is an e-learning day. Our teachers are all working. They're communicating with students and there's lessons involved, but nobody's here in the building. So that seems to be going pretty well. We did have a positive student COVID case last week. We only had to contact trace, I think, 1 kid from that, whereas in the past, because when we were all here together, we would have had to contact trace and quarantine, therefore, about 50 kids. So much better. We think we can get through the spring and hopefully to the summer. Maybe in the fourth 9 weeks we can go back full-time, we'll see. So we'll make that decision by March 1st, but we're at the high school today, so here's 5 things you need to know. First, we want to really promote our transparency. We've been really transparent about COVID and how we're doing that. Our school board is also wanting to be very transparent and always has been. So if you go to our website and go under the location of administration on the tabs at the top, then down below you can see where it says Hamilton Heights School Board information. You can get the minutes to the meetings, you can get the agendas to the meetings. The agendas are also posted on each building. Usually on the Friday before the meeting or no later than the Monday before that Wednesday meeting. The board meets typically the 3rd Wednesday of every month. Most of those meetings will be held now this spring at the middle school in the Orange Bowl, and going in the summer we move the meetings around a little bit so we can be in each community. So we go to Cicero one meeting, we go to Arcadia, we go to Atlanta, we go out to Walnut Grove for a meeting, and then in the fall we intend to be back probably here. Long term, our regular school board meetings will be back at the Student Activity Center. One of the rooms that we're renovating there is going to be a school board room, so we're looking forward to that. But if you ever have questions about what's going on with the school board, check that site out because you'll see the minutes and you'll see the agendas. And also, if you go into our district tab, one of the things the board does is they create our strategic plan, and they approve that strategic plan. That's into the our district side, so you can go and see really what our focus is this year. This year is a little bit different. It's a little bit skinnier document because we were so worried about school safety, and that became part of the focus of that corporation-wide district strategic plan. So there's number 1. Number 2, we're really proud of our girls basketball team. Number 1, we're proud because they had a pink out game against the Shamrocks from Westfield, and they raised several $1,000s that they're sending to a cancer prevention organization. The team has 1 senior this year. That's Jillian Osswald, great kid, great student, and she led that charge. But all the girls participated, and they got pink uniforms, and we played here. Unfortunately, because we're in the middle of the pandemic, only immediate family could attend the game, but it was broadcast through Hamilton County TV. We're also broadcasting a lot of those games. And you want to make sure you watch these girls because not only are they great kids, wonderful students, they're also really good. They're like 12-0. They haven't lost. Westfield's a little bit larger than we are, and we beat them, and so they haven't lost yet, so they're really good. They're starting to get some recognition in the Indianapolis Star and the top 15 rankings of the Central Indiana team. So great job, Coach Cherry. Great job, especially the senior Jillian Osswald for her leadership, and great job for the rest of the girls for stepping up and making that a really special day and really thinking about more than just basketball. And these kids, I don't think any of these girls are going to be playing in the WNBA, but they will all be successful because of the skills they learned on the basketball court that they can transfer off the basketball court. Number 3, each building now at Hamilton Heights has our own resource officer. Josh Ireland at the elementary, John Tyndall at the middle school, and Alex Petty at the high school. In November, the Sheriff's Department had this beard contest. They called it Movember, and they raised money for that process, and they raised about $6,000 to support a fellow Sheriff's Department employee who was involved in a serious car crash. The winner of that, Josh Ireland. So Rodney's going to throw some pictures up there of Josh with his beard. Now, Josh really promoted himself really well. So he won because of not only his promotion, but his beard. But Josh and Deputy Ireland, Deputy Tyndall, Deputy Petty, our safety is in their hands. And we really appreciate the partnership we have with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office. We also appreciate the people that are our resource officers. So thanks for their work and congratulations, Josh. You are the winner of the beard contest. So way to go. Number 4, today is Wednesday before Martin Luther King Day. Martin Luther King Day is this coming Monday. We are one of the few Hamilton County schools, maybe the only Hamilton County school, that is in session on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And I wanted to explain why. We feel really strongly that the best way to celebrate Dr. King's legacy at Hamilton Heights is to be in school and talk about what Dr. King did, who he was, what he believed, how he led, and we will do that throughout the school corporation. We feel like if our kids aren't here, that's a missed opportunity for us to talk about Dr. King on that day. So I wanted to explain that and explain why we do that. We have a calendar committee. The calendar committee will meet this coming May, but they'll be approving the calendar for 22-23. So they approve a year out calendar. We'll have a conversation whether that's the best way to celebrate Dr. King. As many of you know, I've been in multiple school corporations. We've done it multiple different ways. Some who take the day off, some who celebrate the day, some who allow students to leave for celebrations and come back. We feel as a calendar committee that this is the best way, but we'll have that conversation again in May. And if you feel like that maybe we should have Martin Luther King Day off as a holiday, then just send me an email, let me know, give me a call, and let me know what you think. But we will be celebrating that day in school on Monday, and we will be talking about Dr. King and who he was and what he did and his legacy over and over and over again on that day, and making sure our students understand who he was and what he did to impact our country. Number 5, it is the season, it's January, and so we're getting into the season of snow and ice and delays. So I have 4 choices when we have bad weather. Usually they're all wrong. I can delay, I cannot delay, I can cancel, I cannot cancel. This year we probably will not be canceling school. So make sure that you're signed up on School Messenger, you're following our corporation Twitter account, you're watching the scroller on TV. If we cancel the school this year, we will go to e-learning days. So those flex days that we have later in the spring will remain vacation days is our plan today. Every kid at Hamilton Heights has a device. They're taking that home every day because of our e-learning and what we're doing. So those days will be e-learning days. So just be prepared for that. We'll still be in session, we just won't be here. Delays will happen the exact same way. Just to give you a little bit of inside baseball, Chris Franklin's our transportation director. He and I get up around 3:30, 4 o'clock, and we drive. I drive on the west side of State Road 19. Chris drives on the east side of State Road 19. We call each other and talk about what it looks like. And we also talk to our neighboring school districts. We talk to Noblesville, we talk to Franklin, LaPel, we talk to Tipton, we talk to Sheridan, and see how the roads are on their edges of the districts, and then we make a decision. The number one decision we always make is what's best for kids and how is the safest way to get here. We do think about our student drivers, but our priority is what the majority of our students use is our school buses. So if our school buses can navigate safely, that's what we'll do. We'll go to school on time. If they can't, we'll delay a couple hours so that it will be safely, and sometimes that has to do with daylight. And if we don't think our buses can get here safely, we'll cancel school. This year, that'll be an e-learning day. My name is Derek Arrowood. I'm proud to be the superintendent of Hamilton Heights School Corporation. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.